quick aside, if I may, before I start. Just because you're not interested in politics doesn't mean politics won't be interested in you. I was sitting around the other day, idling, and for some reason my fertile mind came up with the idea, how many things that we enjoy start with the letter F? And in 2 minutes I wrote down 20 of them. So I just thought I'd share them. Fun, food, football, foosball, frisbee, field hockey, fencing, ferry rides, fudge, fables, fairs, feeling good, fantasizing, fame, fortune, feasting, festivities, figs, films, flutes, forget-me-nots, foursomes, frescoes, frilly frocks, frolicking, fruitcakes, fishing, fishing. Oh, that reminds me of a fishing story. This fisherman in Spokane, Washington, decided on one Thursday to go fishing. It was a day very much like today, nice and warm and sunny. Not an ideal day for catching fish, but a great day for fishing. So he got his gear together, packed himself a lunch, loaded up, and headed out to the lake, Sprague Lake. Sprague Lake is in eastern Washington. It is in a scabland. That area is rocky, a little bit of sagebrush, surrounded by wheat fields, dry land wheat fields, and a few scrub trees, but very few. And out in the middle of all of that, there's this beautiful lake that's about 5 miles long. That's where he chose to go that day. So he went to the lake, and this fisherman liked to go to the lake on a weekday because there's nobody there. Never go fishing on a weekend because then the lake's crowded and people are zooming around in their boats and their jet skis. But on Thursday, middle of the summertime, it's hot, nice little breeze blowing. Go down to the far end of the lake where it's quiet, go fishing. The object of fishing is not to catch a fish. Now, if you want to fish, go to Albertsons or Safeway and buy a fish. The object of fishing is to get away and relax, to enjoy the great outdoors, to let the sun shine on your face and your worries disappear. So this fisherman went down to Sprague Lake, got himself a wiggly worm, put it on a hook, threw it out in the lake with a bobber that's afloat, keeps the hook off the bottom of the lake. So then he sits down, takes out a cold drink, and kicks back and watches his float, which is the fun part of fishing, doing nothing. So he's out there for a little while, not much happening, listening to the red-winged blackbirds over in the tule weeds, occasional duck or two flying by. Just a nice summer day, no pressure, nothing on his mind. And his bobber starts to bob a little, and then nothing. So he pulls it in, reels it in, to make sure that his wiggly worm is still there. But sometimes the fish will come and take that wiggly worm right off of your hook. So he reels it in, makes sure the worm's okay, back out in the lake. Same thing happens, reels it in again. Only this time, it's snagged on the bottom. So he's trying to work it loose. Trying to work it loose. Trying to work it loose. Finally he just goes, bang! Snaps the line. So he reels in the line, and there's his bobber out in the lake, just floating out there. So he puts on a new hook, new bobber, new sinkers, and just before he casts the new setup back out into the lake, the bobber goes, what's this? So he watches it for a little while, goes under, stays under this time. Then pretty soon, boom, comes back up again. This is more than this fisherman can stand. So, he said, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Doesn't have a boat. It's a rocky shore. The bottom of the lake is all rocky. And the bobber's out there just tempting him. So, what does a good fisherman do? He brings home the fish. So he takes off his clothes. Takes off all of his clothes. Takes off his shoes, everything. Jumps in the water. And swims out to where that bobber is. Just before he gets to the bobber, disappears. There he is, treading water, wondering where's his bobber. Boop, up it comes. So he swims over there, slowly, goes down. A little bit further, up it comes. That's it. Drags it back to the shore. His feet aching on the sharp rocks. Gets to the shore, pulls it in. Got a big catfish about this long. It's the only fish that he caught that day. So, dries himself off, gets himself a cold drink, packs that fish off. And that was the best day fishing. I know this is a true story, because I was there fishing. Thank you.